I'd like to echo my appreciation on behalf of our NCCHC board to my predecessor, Dr. Robbie Morris, who steadfastly served as chair during the now infamous 2020, a year that has been, shall we say, highly unusual. Thank you, Robbie. Speaking of this challenging and strange year, I regret that we can't be here together in Las Vegas right now. So many of us look forward to NCCHC conferences as a chance to focus, refocus, reconnect, re-energize, and earn valuable CMEs and CEUs. It's more than just talking shop and trading war stories. It's networking, supporting our colleagues, and enjoying a few laughs. It's a chance to just remember that there's a whole community of dedicated correctional health professionals doing this work. People who get it and love it despite difficult tasks of working behind bars and razor wire. Especially now when everyone is more stressed than ever. It's really tough. By way of background, those of us in the helping professions, we're used to diminishing our own physical and mental health needs. We're accustomed to self-sacrifice and putting our patients first. We are less apt to recognize our own personal needs. And working in corrections, we have become experts at handling very, very tough situations without acknowledging the full impact and toll that it may take upon us. It's not surprising there were a recent survey done by the CCHP, and the results showed they really emphasized the negative impact of today's stress and uncertainty. Obviously, we get it. Stress can't be prevented, especially if you're working in corrections. Most of us have chosen, and indeed we've thrived in this highly satisfying, high-pressure profession. Given that, we must absolutely learn to recognize and manage our stress and build a supportive structure. We owe it to ourselves and everyone around us. Stress can also positively help us to stretch and strengthen us, and it forces us to be stronger and to develop new capabilities. I hope that you'll come away this morning with some practical ideas on how to honor yourself and set your primary focus to take care of you. There's growing literature, neuroimmunologic and neuroendocrinologic research on the physiologic impact of acute and chronic stress. Prolonged and excessive stress leads to burnout. We all know that feeling. Being emotionally exhausted, being pissy, moody, irritable, unfulfilled, maybe cynical and not caring. You're less empathic. You're less empathic to your family, to your friends, and most importantly, to your patients and your coworkers. You're less efficient. You feel less joy in everyday activities at home and at work. You might have trouble concentrating, perhaps trouble remembering why you chose this career in the first place. Sleeping is not good. You might be self-medicating with alcohol. I know right now in COVID, everyone kind of jokes. It's kind of a running joke of the significant quantities of alcohol or wine that individuals are consuming. Perhaps others are engaging in overeating or other destructive behaviors. I would ask that if you're having depressed mood, feeling overly negative, having negative cognitions, intrusive thoughts of hopelessness, worthlessness, in particular any kind of suicidal thoughts that life is not worth going on, that you'd be better off dead, please seek professional help and health care immediately. There are many things in life that we can't control, and lately we may feel even more vulnerable and limited. And while the dangers of COVID nor the big picture reality of corrections is apt to change anytime soon, doing even small things to regain a sense of control can be extremely helpful and reduce our feelings of helplessness. I'm talking really small things, and this is the perfect time to do them. We have winter right around the corner, so this is the perfect time. Nothing like preparation to help create a sense of control. And the added benefit is you'll be prepared. For starters, 1, take care of your physical health, strongly connected to your overall well-being. If you haven't done so yet, get a flu shot. Vow to get that done today, tomorrow, this week. The stress and strain takes a toll on our bodies. Take preventive measures and eliminate any nagging health issues. Go out, refill your prescription, see your doctor, get your teeth cleaned, see your dentist, see your eye doctor, get your vision checked, whatever it is that you've been putting off. Find a way, number 2, find a way to move your body every day. I know this is not a challenge for those of you that are in direct patient care, being boots on the ground, because you're active, you're running around the unit, you're putting out fires. I get that. But unfortunately, because of computers and EMRs, electronic medical records, it's way too easy to become and remain sedentary. Watch how much you eat and drink. Indulging feels good until it doesn't. If you're anxious or worried, turn that restless energy around and point it towards something useful, productive, and practical. Start small. Take baby steps. 3, eliminate some minor but irritating matters in your life, such as organizing your living space so you're no longer frantically searching for your cell phone or for your keys every day. Change a small but irritating source of frustration in your life, one that you do have control over, and take care of it. Confirm today that you will make repairs. Get rid of unnecessary stress and annoyances. 4, think specifically about your day-to-day habits, comforts, and pain points. What might make you feel good? Consider improving your workspace or your home to make it more relaxing and more functional. Ask yourself if you really need to respond to every single text, every single email, immediately, even after hours and on weekends. Folks, we need downtime. We need time to disconnect from our screens and get off the grid. We've been forced to spend many months with limited social support and social interaction. I would argue that this lack of in-person social connectivity, of hugging people and embracing people and high-fiving and isolation, has caused severe distress for so many people, and certainly for our inmates. We humans are social animals. Social connections are integral and critical to our emotional well-being. Unfortunately, I've noticed that many people have stopped making as much effort to connect, even virtually or by phone, as they did at the beginning of the quarantine this past spring. I strongly encourage you, please reconnect with friends, get back on Skype, get back on Zoom, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever you want to do. Reconnect if possible in person, or write someone a letter. Remember the old days when you get a pen and paper and write a letter, a handwritten letter? Call an old friend or relative. Call an old friend, somebody that you haven't talked to in years, an old high school buddy. This is more important now than ever. 5, at work and elsewhere, show empathy. Be empathic, be caring, listen more. Avoid rumors, seek out information, cut people some slack, get the answers you need, and just know that the more media, increased media equals increased stress. So 10 to 15 minutes a day with a trusted news source is enough to keep you informed, but not send you over into the deep end, into anxiety-producing speculation or conspiracy theories. Next point, change the channel. Music is always available to make you feel better. I'm a huge lover of music. A lot of people have been making and sharing playlists, which is a great idea. Listen, and I'm going to date myself here, listen to some old Van Halen, cranked, full volume, just don't blow out your eardrums. Rest in peace, Eddie. And if you're looking for some new up-and-coming material, give a listen, please. And I'm biased here, who I think is phenomenal. But a young singer-songwriter out of the Houston, Texas area, his name is Oliver Penn, at oliverpennmusic.com. And most importantly, don't forget to laugh every day. A sense of humor can keep us going. If there's a show that makes you laugh, binge watch it. Share it with friends and family. You get an emoji or something that's funny, a TikTok. Share that. I enjoy some mindless television and old movies that give me a welcome break from the day. Playing a video game, and I know I'm telling you not to do screens, but playing video games with friends or family can be a lot of fun. There's so many things to do. I know I've thrown a lot at you, and my intention is not to imply that everyone is depressed or distressed, but rather to give you emotional wellness strategies to help us all get through this marathon, and you will, we will. This is temporary. Someday we're going to look back on this as we resume our freedom and happier lives. Hey, remember the year of 2020? Hey, remember pre-COVID? You remember COVID? What was that like? In the meantime, remember that we are all experiencing this difficult and challenging time, and some of us do not cope well. You may notice that those around you are more edgy, irritable, or angry than usual, more nervous and anxious, more depressed, sad, or hopeless. Cut them some slack. And while you're at it, cut yourself some slack too. Don't be too hard on yourself. In fact, pat yourself on the back every once in a while. We all deserve to show ourselves care and compassion. And don't forget to flash that beautiful smile that you have at yourself in the mirror, and do that frequently. Finally, give yourself permission to daydream about the future and what's on the horizon. Things will return to normal, I promise, and possibly better, with some welcome or welcomed improvements. We're learning so much more about this deadly, dangerous virus every day. So please continue your noble work. Stay strong and hopeful. This too shall pass. Thank you all very much for your time and attention. I hope you all have a great conference. Be safe and be well. Thank you.